A common method for determining a marketing budget for your direct sales is to simply allocate a percentage of your total revenue. For tour operators in most instances, and as a recommendation in our coaching program, we're looking between 5% and 15% on the higher end of your total revenue to be put towards your marketing budget. Hi there, Kelsey Toner here, the founder of Guest Focused Tour Business Coaching, where every day myself and our team of experienced tour business coaches and mentors are helping you build a thriving, profitable tour business. In this training video, we're going to be looking at smart marketing for tour operators, covering planning, executing, and measuring our VIP marketing method. In other words, how do we put together a marketing plan that we can follow? And how do we know if our marketing efforts are getting a return on that investment? First up, let's talk about creating SMART marketing objectives. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These criteria ensure that your goals are clear and reachable. For example, instead of saying, I want more website visitors, a SMART marketing goal would be, I want to increase my website traffic by 25% in the next 6 months. Let's go through a few more examples of SMART marketing goals for tour and activity owners. Boost email signups by 15% in the next quarter. Improve booking conversion rate by 5% in the next year. Or increase social media engagement by 30% over the next 6 months. Remember that your marketing goals should align with your overall business goals. So if a business goal is to increase your revenue or increase your sales by 20%, then we should have different marketing campaigns with SMART goals that work towards or contribute towards that overall business objective. Let's talk budget allocation and resource planning. At the end of the day, if you're doing direct marketing, it's going to take energy to get folks' attention. And so that energy either comes in the form of time or money, which can often be an accelerator. A common method for determining a marketing budget for your direct sales is to simply allocate a percentage of your total revenue. For tour operators in most instances, and as a recommendation in our coaching program, we're looking between 5% and 15% on the higher end of your total revenue to be put towards your marketing budget. Now, this also varies depending on your individual goals and your stages of growth, but that's a pretty good guideline. When it comes to execution of a marketing plan, you're going to need to balance internal efforts with external help. In any situation, you're going to have a limited marketing budget, and choosing what to do with it isn't obvious. Now, look, if you're a small operator, you're just getting started, and you're wondering how to make the most out of limited resources, you're in luck that our VIP marketing method actually doesn't require a huge amount of paid ad spend. For example, you can focus on cost-effective strategies like the content marketing, the email marketing, social media posting to get things started. Ultimately, consider your situation. Are you time rich but resource poor? Well, in that case, you might be handling a lot of these marketing tasks in the early days. If you're time poor but resource rich, then of course, we're going to be looking at tools. We're going to be looking at hiring external help, whether they're freelancers or agencies, to help execute on these marketing plans. Now, if you are a larger, more established operator, or you've got a significant marketing budget, then know that our VIP marketing method can be scaled up rapidly with the addition of paid advertisements. You can add fuel and extra teamsters to help you ultimately repurpose that content, hit as many touch points as you can, and then amplify that reach with paid ad spend. Now let's talk about tactical planning and execution. A basic marketing calendar is a great tool to keep you on track and manage your marketing initiatives. Start by mapping out key dates for your tour and activity business, like peak seasons, local events, holidays, etc. Then plan your marketing activities around these dates. A key part of your tactical planning with our VIP marketing method is going to be planning out and ultimately creating the seed content, i.e. the written blog posts for each of those stages of travel, from dreaming, planning, booking, to experiencing, and ultimately sharing. Once you have your ideas for this written seed content, you'll ultimately need to create it. The next step is then to decide how, where, and when you're going to repurpose it. Now, depending if you are just getting started with beginner or you want to go all the way to advanced, you could be at this stage creating email newsletters from that content, repurposing and recording it into video formats, doing short form videos, infographics, or any number of repurposed ways to get that content on new mediums and new platforms. Here's where this gets really easy. In your content calendar, schedule the publication of your seed content first. Then, in the weeks following, plan out how you'll publish and promote the repurposed content. The key is to choose channels where your ideal customers spend their time and maintain a consistent presence across those platforms. Remember, your content calendar can and should be somewhat flexible. As you track performance and gather insights, you may need to adjust your tactics. You may find that some of your repurposed content is performing better than others. You may get new ideas for seed content. All of this is entirely appropriate. And the idea is to have a steady stream of valuable content that helps your potential guests all the way through each stage of that traveler's journey. Finally, let's talk about measuring and optimizing the results generated by implementing the VIP marketing method. You can't improve what you don't measure, so setting up analytics is crucial. Start by setting up Google Analytics for your website. It's free and provides valuable insights into your website traffic and user behavior. Some key performance indicators for tour activity and experience businesses often include things like website traffic, your conversion rate, i.e. the percentage of visitors who actually book a tour or make a deposit, email opt-ins, either from lead magnets or detailed itineraries downloaded for multi-day operators. The average booking value of your shopping cart is going to help you make informed decisions about the lifetime value of your customers. Email open rates or click-through rates, as well as social media engagement rates. Typically, for any given marketing SMART goal, as we mentioned off the top, there will be one or maybe two key performance indicators or key metrics that we're keeping an eye on to measure the success of that campaign. It's typically appropriate to track these metrics in some kind of dashboard where we can see the progress that we're making towards that goal. We can see our projected progress as well as the actuals reported week to week or month to month as is appropriate. If you've got a marketing team or a marketing agency, then they can use this data to make adjustments to the marketing plan. For example, you may notice that a blog post about local cuisine got a lot of engagement, and you might create more content on that topic. If it's just you and some part-time help doing all of the marketing, well, then you can use this data to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck, or that your effort is getting a return. Sometimes tracking marketing data and getting all these numbers and KPIs can feel a little bit overwhelming. But remember, let's keep things simple. At the end of the day, we're simply looking for continuous improvement. Regularly review the one or two key metrics that let you know if your marketing is working. And if not, we simply adjust tactics. So there you have it, a simple, no-nonsense overview of how to have a marketing plan in your tour and activity business. Now, we're going to have a number of resources coming your way for helping you implement our VIP marketing methodology, including things like a content calendar, where we can get in our seed content and make decisions about how we're going to repurpose it. We'll also set up a marketing dashboard. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for some help with your marketing, we have an entire team of experienced tour business coaches that learned this themselves, made mistakes along the way, and would love to give you a helping hand. You can go to guestfocus.com/book a call if you want a free 45-minute strategy call with one of these incredible mentors. We'd love to give you a hand, point you to additional resources, and otherwise help you build that thriving, profitable tour business that you deserve. Thanks so much for tuning into this series. Before you go, let me know down below, what was your biggest breakthrough in the video series that you've seen so far? Do you have any insights or maybe even templates or tools that you'd love to share with our community when it comes to building a marketing plan and knowing what's working? At the end of the day, we love it when folks like you share not only our content with other operators, friends, and colleagues, but that when you share your insights and your tools and your templates with all of us here as well. So a big thank you from myself and all of the Guest Focus team for your engagement, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.